Nyandebo, geru manjima we. But somebody has seen the love for we. Papa TJ mukeni mi owotu omia. Robe mwelu mama. Ato ati loma ye. Wato mango tipe mamu ye. Ato ati loma ye. We are oh. Ato ati loma ye. Wato mango tipe mamu ye. Ato ati loma ye. We are oh. Sauna timungo we. Kwe brawa tifwa ke timungo gai. Sauna timungo we. Kwe brawa tifwa ke timungo gai. Pati koma ke agreement ilo mulwa mwateni. Pati koma ke agreement ilo mulwa ye. Tonya bidi bidi ke inyamunga. Ndewe amugbe pati ndejimawe. Jiva trouble bra, mwambia mwa fila we. Jiva kunde bra, mwambia mwa lewe api. Mwa ulidogo. Amungili amwe.
Tonya mya kempeti peti mya. Melo waji mahante sauna mya manga woma. Election time got to go just to woma. Like a madman band this shit in my little finger. They are really good in your way. Yeah, I know way. Aya, young boy. Damn ya fake and my wallow hey. That when up on the young. Yeah, bedi me. Tonya, bedi me. Come on, DJ Nyamunga.
Ato ati loma ye. Wato mango tipe mamu ye. Ato ati loma ye. We are oh. Ato ati loma ye. Wato mango tipe mamu ye. Ato ati loma ye. We are oh. Sauna timungo we. Kwe brawa tifwa ke timungo gai. Sauna timungo we. Kwe brawa tifwa ke timungo gai. Pati koma ke agreement ilo mulwa mwateni. Pati koma ke agreement ilo mulwa ye. Tonya bidi ke inyamunga. Ndewe amugbe pati ndejimawe. Jiva trouble bra, mwambia mwa fila we. Jiva kunde bra, mwambia mwa lewe api. Mwa ulidogo. Amungili amuye kenyali unkeda kwe amendelwe mbatelo. Sawa kamoti milwe mbatela. Kabale junior o SPPN. Ubide enjoy. Kabale junior o SPPN. Tokwe otia o amuye. Bele molele adopi. Tiata lele amaledi. Yenya inji ye ilole tiatuma. Okekene matela itijo. Bidi na this last Sunday. Ato ati loma ye. Wato mango tipe mamu ye. Ato ati loma ye. We are oh. Ato ati loma ye. Wato mango tipe mamu ye. Ato ati loma ye.
Okay. Good evening. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are on Mother Earth. We don't come back today. Me and me co-host, me plaba mate, Mr. Imran Toure, he go join Richest now. We not go tire for talk. We not go tire for talk. And I want to make this clear. We not talk because we get personal agenda. We not talk because we get political motives. We talk because if certain inner beliefs we get about we country, the potentials of we country, and what we believe say for the happen our country for make it go before. I see people then done they warm up to what we can talk. I go ask una help for make this channel grow by subscribing to the channel. If you not don't click that subscribe button, it's click then you go to all so that anytime we they come on, una go know say we they on. Next is una share this channel, let as many people as possible benefit from some of them things here we will talk now. If I want to be selfish, I can sit down and keep quiet. I write some of these things in books, I publish them. People then go buy them. But who I go buy mostly na foreigners and witman. I they come on these channels, I they talk on these channels every week. I they bring my brother Imran Ture on board every week because we want to assist the only place we call we home for comot pan this problem we'll get. And all we problems they inside we aid. The way we they think, the way we they understand life, and the way we they act to ourselves. We're not a kind for can express malice against anybody. God forbid I get malice against anybody. Because I get a belief as personal as an individual, I get a belief say whatever happens to me in this life, it is my responsibility, not to juju, not to magic, not to person cause them. I know they blame nobody for whatever happened to me or whatever been happen to me. If people and they contribute self to that, me self contributes for create that condition for make people then contribute to that. So me not to Mr. Blame game. And because I'm not Mr. Blame game, I not get malice against people. Only get the tenacity for look at issues and say, this is right, this is not right. I don't have to be right all the time saying this is right, this is not right. I make with a calm for can put them points across and we make an open for people then for discourse. As a matter of fact, we even get a telephone line working, encourage people then for come on board for call we, but people are not the call. We want to join we for discourse. Maybe the interaction go make we understand issues better. Because some of we not go sit down, let we country go down, usa enough for go. We not go sit down. If we do that, that means we don't can waste with time for passing this world. One thing we I believe say we all for begin know is that passing here should not be about almost money you left in a bank, almost house you bill, almost motorcar you buy, almost girlfriend you get, almost boyfriend you get, almost speaking you born. That should not be the primary objective. The primary objective should be, what did we do to leave a mark? Welcome, sir.
Welcome, Daddy.
What did we do to leave a mark passing here? Motorcar, this and that. We able get all them things then they without we not go rogue. We able get all them things then they without we not go corrupt. If we get trust amongst ourselves, if we respect each other's rights, if we believe, say, we all for work together, we improve on we consumer situation, that everybody able buy and sell and produce. Everybody go get us. Everybody go get motoka. Not to magic not a blessing, special blessing. As a matter of fact, that word blessing, we therefore begin examine law getter off with vocabulary because we dey misuse them. God cannot be partial for make some people better, some other are lucky. That God not dey exist. And if it exists in Sierra Leone, we dey kill him. At the road we dey show for kill him. Let a new and better God come there. That God will go make everybody live with self-respect. We dey come for continue for discuss. Me and my brother. We dey discuss the issues them wey matter to we. The issues we believe say go make Sierra Leone a stable economy, a prosperous country, and a place where all man go gladly for say, this na me home. We can't discuss about person places. No, we are not that petty. Eleanor Roosevelt, the lady when I been the wife of President Theodore Roosevelt, where in 1949 being read the Universal Declarations on Human Rights in front of the General Assembly of the United Nations, say, great minds discuss ideas and issues. Mediocres discuss events, and small minds discuss people. I, Mohammed Boy Jalo Jamboya, does not discuss events and people. If I mention people in my discourse, if I mention events in my discourse, it is because I want to use that to serve as an example or to illustrate what I want to say. But what other people do, what happened wherever, has little significance to me. What is important to me is why things happen the way they happen. And that's what we are here to discuss. That's what we are here to discuss. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
If I reach there, I'll give my brother time, let himself say a word or two and tell Adu to the fumble them.
Media family in a cabo plenty kushetena. Today, yet again, the other day where we come, now in a front room them, for can talk to una about issues them where they affect we all. We know for say we livelihood. It's like a tree. A tree gets roots, it gets stem, it gets branches, it gets leaves. But the side where they know the sea is as important as the side where they see. The side where they know the sea, then call on the root. The root busy for hold this plant here, tkanga one for make it go able for photosynthesize. That means to say, if we're in a place where it go catch the sun properly, for make them go able get food. But even before the plants get food, now the root back get for provide water and other nutrients then from the bottom ground. So no feel to say because they know they see you now, you're not important. You are equally as important as any politician, as any chief, as any big man in that country or big woman. We all need each other. We coexist. As my brother can rightly put him, we problem now we country. Not to the one that we not go book. The one that we not go book, they have remained pure. The polluted group and the political class and the academic class, we so lazy, we mago, we bigay, we anwang, and we get mile. They're not satisfied, no matter how you feed them. They don't take them, mess up everything where they meet and waiting and not meet. So Fambulem, we not go continue for the do we say for the service. For Sidon, we turn the other side, say no to me business. Salon business. And we all
Only turn
business.
other side, sir. We're not the only turn other side. Some man don't begin willingly run away in the country.
Exactly. You know,
then they go below na Gambia, below na Ghana. We cannot run from our home.
we cannot run from ourselves.
You
We have
cannot
to
run
face
from your
it.
shadow.
You have to face it. Whatever challenges, you have to face it. You have to deal with it. If we sit down, we left people with small mind, with vision as small as Funde, for make them mislead we, disorganized we, like how they don't disorganize we so far. How we feel to say the rest of we your lives then go to like. How long we go live in other man country?
Why them born we?
Exactly. We are all born with purpose. And then purpose is there. It is our responsibility to make sure we realize them and we make them come to reality. We're not going to go allow a small number of people them for can hold we foot. They draw we, well, they try for progress, then they make with a backpedal, we progress, and the rest progress. So we fumble them. Let we left for the do we serve then the services there. And let we all join hands. We not can here for pull in spam person. We not can here for fetch with person. But truth say talk me. The truth where available to we go talk them. If somebody thief banga, we see him, and there is proof for talk about that banga we thief, we go talk them.
See me on corruption, then send sweet for me.
Well, and this everyone join the club, where you go put on with Jesus, no, say that Satan.
Don't join the club. No.
Where they eat the sweet Satan, not the
The
way you put on the, where you pile on the pounds. When you pile up the pounds, you blame it on Satan. Aha, I can see you. Thank you, brother. And as you say, and Iban give you now.
As you say, you know, we get for encourage, we fumble them. Then we begin get serious with we affairs in Sierra Leone. Yes, it's good for be self-protective about your rights. It's good for be concentrated on how I go build me house, how I go buy me motoka. But all of these things will happen more easily if we all sit down and remember, say, Imran Toure, me fumble. Never mind in name Toure, me name Jalo. We all fumble because we get the same origin. Of course, we don't know this, most of we. We don't know this. Brother Bio, now me fumble. Never mind all what they do not correct. When I Eskoroma, now me fumble. Never mind all what they don't talk about them. If we begin think that way, we go begin see a way for create better systems and institutions. We're going to bring what man call restitution. What in Salon need now restitution. For take we from the mess all day, we come to a platform where we're able to make progress step by step. But if everybody, they curse everybody, they suspect everybody, we don't reach the stage now, Usai, even that institution we for take we forward, now they work again. What in they call government. We make I put this thing just now, and how they put them back. Government is a collective business of provision of services to keep the people and the economy functioning. Elections are a means to get a few to perform this duty to the collective.
The Allah interpreter, because some man would wonder within it mean, not to disrespect, but then say government now a collective business. That means to say the service provider and one are the citizens. Because remember, we'll be telling about chapter 2, but with constitution. We say sovereignty belongs to the people. If the sovereignty belongs to you, Now you give somebody power. Now you give somebody the right for Savuna. Now you give them the privilege, because now Sierra Leone and they feel to say when you give person you vested interest, now power you give them. No, now privilege. And that privilege
not
you
the
get for
power.
handler with
The
care.
power they with you.
And now we get for make sure say we checks for make sure say this person here is what the chair way is them. Because for them country here, then get some job them what they call performance-related pay. That means to say, if then they pay you for do a particular job, you get for what the money. You not go just sit down there for just the sake say you occupy the chair. And what's off, you they do the things that were not right. So what in this thing here say, government is a collective business. That means to say the country is running. Now we all business. We should all be
business.
interested parties. We for make sure waiting we pull money for. If you pull chop money for cook beef, now beef then cook. If na mina you pull money for, make sure say the mina they pan the soup. If you give them money for Saul, you not taste Saul, ask her why. And if you ask her why, you explain you're not satisfied.
But bring salt add pan this thing, salt not do.
Exactly. And ask her for the receipts. Bring the receipts, let's see almost all you be buy, because I give you this much for buy. So we the people them, we are the most important part of the equation. The most important part of the equation. Let we not look down upon we self. Let we take this responsibility very seriously, because that is where we are lacking. Now, Sierra Leone, when somebody sees somebody to do something wrong, something we get for do with our all livelihood, and not to be business, not to be papa property.
Oh, you say, God don't help them. Which God will they help?
Exactly. But the money where they pull,
and they jealous them. The man where God don't help them. Which God will they help person for destroy?
If the money where they give them for run the pharmacy, if they take that money there, you say no to your business, then the services they're not available to you. You begin sick, you die. You not go blame God.
Exactly.
You not go blame the government, because if the government don't provide the services,
of the government,
and you now the yes, now the yai, now the mouth, you lock all them vital senses then they for help, for support, waiting they don't provide for una, for let it reach una. You have nobody to blame but yourself. Then you talk for say, not to be business, no government, not a government. Now you foolishness.
Now we not to them they na power. Now I make them they go and talk.
What am I not to cow for sales and cow na day they eat? You see, all the adages there are well we country. Oh, usai they get mass. What in they call mass? Then put on it and they pay them. Then put on it and they pay them. Then they pay them for the services the way they provide, and they get for providing services. Then they, if you know they do them, now me and you get for hold them accountable. If we get for report them, we report them. If he lost his job one time, he lost and 2 times, he go tie up his belt and land rustic manners.
They give you not enough for make you feed yourself. Now I make them make provision for people then for organize themselves into trade unions. When I organize yourself into trade unions, when I get people they go advocate for pay increase. But the first thing we don't do in Sierra Leone, we kill trade unions, we take politics, we call on civil society. Trade unions are the biggest civil society because then they look at social justice. Then they look at the interest of the people, the wage system, the conditions of existence. And as a matter of fact, trade union not only get for day for go argue for salary. We can get trade union where they argue for certain interest groups, like you get an agricultural cooperative where all the farmers them say, okay, we where they plant granite, we get to cooperative. We where they plant pepper, we get to cooperative. We where they plant yabas, we get to cooperative. All them groups then they not trade union movements because their duty now for argue and ensure say the members them get the most profit out of what and they do. The duty of the trade union movement is for seeking the interest of its membership for make them get the most profit. And the most profits not always only mean salaries and conditions of service. Trade unions can argue and agree with government or other employers for provide a system whereby workers will have safe access to loans. Uda wan buy house, uda wan buy motocar, get safe access to loan. It paid through the trade union that is member of. We've been the do and first term now the teachers union. Every month, and they cut the teachers union dues direct. And that was the idea that brought about what today is called NASIT in Sierra Leone. Because the idea of NASIT came about as a result of thinking that we can have a teaching service social welfare trust fund wherein members in the teaching service then go get way for educate them, picking them at most 3 per member, then go get way for get access to mortgage loans, car loans, and other things. Then they go get access to health insurance. But until Sabi Salon, the handle Sabi pass with them day. Then take the whole thing and turn upside down. They make an concube. Now the boats not they run. But that's notwithstanding. These are the institutions before they look for build now in a salon. But do we have the mentality to do that? Looking at Sierra Leone, what do they see? Do we have a government? And if we have a government, now what is the position of the government in relation to development? I make a come with this topic, say, proactive, reactive governance, misinformation, and mistrust. Keywords or forwards: reactive governance, misinformation, and mistrust. What in identity and how they affect with stability?
I'm glad
These are the issues we should be looking at, not all. Well, that don't if I. They want to sit up on politics that if man them. I don't care whether I call it SLPP, APC, or ZPC, or whatever. Thieves, they don't know what they are there for. Begin say that. Until we reform with mentality, we'll never stop having thieves in politics.
I'm glad the way you bring this talk here. You talk very well, and I applaud you for bringing this part of thinking pan waiting with the Dunaya. I just want to add one thing where you left, where you talk about cooperative. It is so significant, it's so important, but how would that happen? Now by organizing ourselves. We, in Sierra Leone, we are one of the most disorganized group of people. To start with FIBA, you know, we and Papa, I beg me people, we will not take this personal, waiting I'm about to say. But these are the things we have to look at. We behavior to that of a dog, you know, any different. Any time we meet in a dirty box, we get for fete among ourselves. We're not able to gather, congregate, and sit down talk about important issues. You talk about something just now. You say you don't get the time for talk about people business. You don't get time for gossip. When you meet them for talk seriously, but along people,
we're not a prosper.
They not get the appetite for sit down, organize themselves. May I ask a question as we do here? I want to ask every Sierra Leonean. Sierra Leonean, they will need for ask ourselves this question. Una MP them every side of the country gets constituencies, and then constituencies they then get people where they represent una. Why that they happen? Because una all of the constituency not go able to go to the parliament. The parliament not get that space today. So then give una a job, let una all pick one person when na in they go advocate. What na in they advocate? Now in they go give una voice. And for give that voice day, it get for the in close proximity with una. So for making able to do that job, the part of the tools where they give them, then call them parliamentary allowance. Then get mutuka, they get osna frito, if forget host back, outside he did, and they get allowance for get all the facilities
for
they
paying
did.
rent.
So this allowance, what they call constituency allowance, then give them for let he able to set up things like then cooperatives there and how we they do them by having regular surgeries. What do they call surgery? Say once a week or twice a week. If for always they make meeting for talk to the elder them, the ordinary people them for see the things them where they now in a vicinity. If then they work, if the dispenser they meet criteria, if the schools them they work adequately, if they pass rates, they above 50% or if they below. Then surgeries then, yeah. What do they call surgeries? Not just for go see you doctor. MP na like doctor. When I not go see and for let it give una money for your personal pocket money, not so that it dey for. Now in the day, for make sure say things them when not they to una, when una whisper to them, it carry the news go na parliament, it go tell the rest of the company within a government, because governments now then get the awujo spoon. Waiting at the awujo spoon, and then they cook. When they cook, they get for shape give everybody. So what is they pull for now? If the beef not do, una tell her, and they go report back to them. Say, the beef not do it at 3 now 22 then at that place. 3 beef not do for with people them. If una they get 3 beef, make the beef at least stay big, so we're able to sub cut them to smaller way to make everybody go get. Right now we all know they get people and they get malnutrition. That is the job for an MP. Not of us you don't buy a big car, they pass and this that. Now him like the bridge between the parliament and the people. That is what advocacy is about. Now, activists, he advocates, he make sure say he look what in the man they call kak bang bang. So he can forget regular surgeries, that is meetings, for make it talk to the people and let the people and tell them what is failing and what is not failing. Because if the government make a policy, if the policy not they work, the very first person and when they notice are the people. So if you reach the people and the people and tell you,
Imran,
yes, sir.
another side to the same duty.
Yes, sir.
Remember, he begins say government, not everybody, not
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Because I've been used this banner say government is a collective business of provision of services.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? What in this mean? It means say because everybody not go be everybody at the same time, we not knocking be jack of all trade. We go sabi bokutin. Me o they talk as sabi bokutin. But I'm not able to do everything together. Some things and they I get for delegate the duty to somebody for do 'em. This that the reason we make we they elect people for govern we.
Mm-hmm.
We not they elect the land and canton boss now we aid.
No, they are not. Far
It's
from
all
it.
right, me not driver. Then they say me na pilot. Then they say me na engineer. Then they say me na cook. Then they say that me they clean, they treat them. Now we elect people them. We go see them. We go they pay to them. That money we they pay to them. Let them use them for provide we the things them we go allow we law we do we jobs. If me na driver, I need road for run me motorcar. That engineer need electricity for doing job. That cook, he need water supply for doing job. Somehow they clean street. He need lorry for take the dirty go. So he need good roads. Government in duty that for provide services like the one they day.
And
Then
resources.
we they do then here, we pick in the whole they born, we get for train the let them can take after we. So for provide them education. Which type of education for provide them? The one will make sure say, if that picky meet me, they make sukubla, learn for make the sukubla develop onto the next stage. If that picky meet me, they make country close, if I develop onto the next stage. You see, what's make they bring all the illustration and example, yeah? I just want to bring to point to Pambul and say, the way what they think and what you would adopt, now don't lead with to how they so.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, but we have to say it. Julius Maada Bio is a product of our dysfunctional mentality. Sierra Leoneans have to begin to accept it. And when we accept that, we go quietly sit down and look at waiting for do, now not get this kind governance again. Okay? Happen overnight. Before 1961, till 1961, then begin fet themselves. They don't ever sit down for members say, how go create a system we go run for we? If we don't do one program about roadmap. So? May you do that program?
Yep.
See, don't remember that. Instead, all man begin fertile for kapu. Before we even get independence, would I don't if the billows na Spur Road, would I don't if the billows na Hillcourt Road, would I don't if they keep money in a foreign bank, all that to happen. But now we sit down, we allow a few of them thieves here, the liper we, with a misinform we self say, now recently thief and corruption start in Sierra Leone.
No. This is what I have said over and over. We can go over and over with this like a merry-go-round, but the fact still remains.
Yes.
What you talk, you're correct. Like what you talk earlier.
Corruption,
APC,
stealing, dysfunctional mentality now part of we culture. Now begin accept that. Now see how we change them.
APC and SLPP now a cross-section of society.
But the same people them.
The people them where they run them thing there, where they do bad, we get for ask ourselves why. Because then people there, if we get a population we corrupt, where do you expect to pull a politician we not corrupt? So we really get for examine ourselves as you rightly put a media brother, you know, because these people are cross-section of the society. Like somebody they come out, a lot of people they say this, we can forget a third force. If we have a third force, where are we going to pull the people to feel this third force? Now then very corrupted and contaminated people there, now there other party there, now they get for feel them. We see what's in happen. When we get NGC can people that come out from SLPP and APC, they go full up. The people that where they fill up NGC, they're not coming from China. They're not coming from India. Not from Sierra Leone. The way what would they think right now, as you rightly put them, the way where would they process information, the way where we disorganize right now, I don't care which organization you can come from as a political party, you go get the same results because now the same contaminated mindset.
Just add to what you just said, sir. The way what they think. And because the majority get more influence over the minority, if Jesus Christ or Prophet Muhammad sit on State House, then they fail.
Yep.
And if Manchester United Football Club, since Sir Alex Ferguson go, all the managers have failed. Some of these are the best managers you can find on earth. You may want to ask why. Because the mentality in the club is rotten.
Rotten.
I'm a club where they support.
A gentleman by the name of...
The mentality is rotten. The players have powers to do as they like.
Somebody
now, the same thing with the scene at Sierra Leone.
Somebody don't ask a question, Mr. Ronald Georgestone.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we deal with that?
We can.
Yeah.
We can.
You know,
there is nothing impossible to deal with.
You able to put the question back up there at Mr. Gusiam because the question don't disappear. He asked a question about
Facebook. He ask him. I not see him now.
Okay.
Yeah, now mostly the questions from
Okay, Mr.
YouTube now they are
Johnson,
the
I know say you
serious.
dey watch we. You know me, a
I
lovely
know I
brother.
get
I
in
am
fact I
not.
don't put out he put something very important where I
Yes.
been on Mount just now about the statement of the First Lady. Now in this.
Yes.
You see what the point where they try to establish Mr. Toure, we get from that begin understand religion and we existence differently. The human being, everything in existence get part of God in them. But we the humans, now we get the most power closest to God in power. The ability to think, to rationalize, and for say this is good, this is not good. We religious books then tell we that. In the book, in Bible, then get them in the book of Genesis. In the Holy Quran, it then has several surahs them. But Surah to Al-Hajj, it's clearly stated there that God made man from clay, he breathed in life into him. He command the angels them for bow down. Now Satan say, no, they worship this tree, don't make for camp well this place. So that time we say we get power past the angels.
Yep.
But why are we misusing it? Now because the biggest sin where mankind get where they not agree tell we not get the ability for control we ego. The ego is good because the ego now they identify, say, I am existing. But when you use it against other people, try for make superior on other people, you become the son of Satan. And that's exactly what we see in Sierra Leone. All those idiots having titles all over the place. I am
Waiting,
PhD thing. Put your ego down.
waiting I can say.
Use what you know to make life better. Because the purpose of every human being for passing here on earth is to do something that will leave a mark for posterity. If we don't do that, then we are not worth passing here. We need for begin say some of them things here the hard way. Let people then begin understand them. Say, some of the things we believe in now, some of the things we know now, may not be good for us because they were told to us with a purpose. What was that purpose? A picture of God was painted to us as some wicked man who would wait to go and punish you. With colonialism, religion was brought to us to colonize us. When you read the scriptures, the meaning of we relationship with God is different. Cannot be that wicked. You, papa, you born you picking. You go wait for me, do bad for go punish her. You know, guide her. You know, give him inspiration. You know, put her on talk to her and say, hey, me picking, not do so, do so. God has been talking to us, but we have been so myopic. We are surrounded with a cyst of ego.
That word the way you call ego, so I suspect say Englishman and borrow from Timmy. They call her Iko, Iko, Iko Fino.
I don't know.
Iko Fino, Iko list. And it's so funny. See many people are so quick for say Iko Fino. That means possibly get good temperament. Iko list, possibly get bad temperament. And sometimes I can look when people are waiting for this Western business. This gentleman, Mr. Ronald Georgestone, I am so delighted he's here with us today.
I
Now the
think I know
man
the
this,
man and he knows me. I know the
now
man, he
the
knows
man
me.
this way exposed me to anthropology. That's what he studied. Now, in give me interest into the subject itself. Oh, he's a great person. He's a thinker, and one of the people in way, as I see, and so we for the invite him, make it come because
Yeah,
he
for the
has a
invite.
lot
These
to
are the
offer.
people we need to
He's
be
he's an
bringing here.
anthropologist. He's the
Now we
first
can
I ever came
discuss,
across.
waiting for discourse.
Now he make a know about anthropology. Thank you, Mr. George Stone. You are so right. We go deal with this issue
I
here,
don't
as you
know how
rightly
we'll be
say.
able to get in contact, but he has my number.
I get
So
in
he can
contact
send
as
me a
well.
connection if he wants to.
Yes.
He has my number. Let me put my number again for him to see. I have nothing to hide. Me no to Oba Ibana.
Because he said
I'm
I had
not
the first lady
my
said that the big
Inkatenke.
brother controls them, yet the people aren't allowed to voice out their dissatisfaction. You know, if you there Nigeria, you say that other person they control you, then why are you there? You know,
We can't deal with that, Mr. Toure. I put this thing up purposely. Let the audience read them because I have to deal with it in relation to reactive governance, misinformation, and mistrust.
Yeah.
One, we go deal with them. We go give illustrations for proofs that this not true. Now misinformation. It's a misinformation.
That is
Maybe
what they do.
it's not willful misinformation. Maybe it's accidental.
It
Why I
is
say
not.
maybe it's accidental.
It is not. It is
Now, they
premeditated.
come, sir. They
Willful.
come, Mr. Toure. You know why I say accidental? If we make a vote now for ask people them, other than feel say most responsible for we backwardness, then go say now Europe. Who they see them? Burkina Faso, this, that, they blame Europe. France. France is controlling the
But
economy.
it's got to
But
come
can't
a
we
time.
find, and the council, I just finished this point. Can't we find a way where we can create a win-win situation with these people? If you leave France now and go to China, are you going to get a deal that will make you be able to develop yourself?
My brother,
It's the buildings that the Chinese are putting up in Africa. Development. How
my
do we
brother,
qualify and define development? Is it buildings or is it the human resource
it's the
ability?
human resources. We thinking, the way we process information, the way we deal with issues them around we.
Yes.
Like for instance,
Yes.
what would they talk about soon? I remember we'll be small, where you grab early morning, angry catch you. You go under mango chick, you see mango for them. The mango part pan rotten. What you they do? You they pick the mango for you wasa. You cut the rotten part, you throw it.
Exactly.
Then you deal with the part where you know they're in condition for make you for be edible. You eat them. Then you throw away the
No, you
seed.
don't get the point. Now you
So
don't get the point. What you
so
make us say?
yeah.
Maybe now accidental misinformation. 90% of us still believe that our backwardness is engineered by some external force, either na juju, or na witchcraft, or na God no help me, or na Europe they block we. But the same Europe who they complain about, them in the Asia, then colonize Asia. Why is Asia developing? The same Europe who they complain about, and the same company who been the mine diamonds na Sierra Leone. We been get Sierra Leone Selection Trust. They call them the Bears Consolidated. That same company, now then they mine diamond at Botswana. Botswana is getting 55% of the diamond profits. Is that big brother being partial?
My brother,
That's the question we need to answer.
if you did not know you bid, you did twist and turn because I'm standing at you bid. You did try for sleep, you not able to sleep. You get for reach a time where you get for get off the bed, get off your butt, and shake the bedspread. Get all the sand off.
Yes.
Then you can't lead them back. Let you get comfort.
Yes.
The wait man they don't do waiting and do. Yes, they abused us. But we not go sit down now.
We may want to believe they abused us, but
you
did
know?
they?
No, but let's say they did. Let's say they did.
They are business people.
You know,
Business people.
let's say they did.
They
You know,
went
certain things
there
that
and
let me wait
us doing things in one way. They used it to make profit.
Let's say they did. But
Okay,
1961, 1961, when we take power, we supposed for replace them with indigenous Africans, don't we? What do? We replace the colonial people with black colonialists them. When the black colonialists they take power,
moral obligation to we.
Exactly. They have that moral duty for make them say, all right, we don't take charge now. let we get a group of people them we go look at the things that were good and the things that were not good. Then go to Mapiana. Then they say, well, right now, let we dismantle all the things them will not be the working with interest and we replace them with something will look like we, will sound like we, will sound like what they think, and we get we values, we principles them. Did we do that? No, we didn't. Instead, we say, and this is what mommy they do for holding people there, men they not shake. We say they can't hold them, they not shake. And see with mommy get Banaduma forces, who they can't make the army stronger, we make paramilitary for beat them like the Banaduma forces. Like when you can always talk them. Our brothers came back and used the very formula where they wait man waiting for oppressors, the same way when they wait man oppressors. Would we hold them responsible for we brother the action? No, we cannot. We brother then get that responsibility for make them change we future. Because whatever we don't candy, all that we don't say is them people there, then we divide we and rule we. We for remove that. We are one family.
Now
we are all from the money
talk
people.
we self. Now find out how we fumble.
Exactly. We are all from the money people. Same ancestors, same ancestry. No longer that this country, we not a mention of tribe business. We are a nation. We not get Timni passport, we not get Mide passport, we not get social passport. Na Sierra Leonean passport we get.
Yeah.
So we not change the perception. But right now, what do we get? The same thing when this Umaya they talk about the Whitman. Not so just they do to win our country. We get right for talk. You get right for safety. You get right for go hold meeting at your house. They say you want for insight. All the things that want to give you as a right democratically. The government will all back now on our hand. Then we still don't they look them, not they say nothing. You know, there are some things that we get for waiting. Now make I can always talk anything where they go wrong, not to one person. We all take part, either actively or passively.
You man say, Mr. George Stone say, exactly, Imran. We allow strong men with little knowledge kicking us.
That is so true. I tell you, say we need that. We need that.
And laugh. I want George to listen to this. These are the very roots of we crisis now.
Exactly.
In those days when there was insecurity and small clans existing, the strongest man in the community, Naina the leader, Naina they make the chief, Naina the commander. That mentality is still there now with DNA, and now they use state today. The mentality of survival of the strongest. Yes, survival of the strongest still holds. It has always been part of human nature for make the strongest survive. It is a biological fact that the strongest survive. But we don't move from that age of survival of muscles to survival of intellect.
My brother, we are not primitive anymore. We are a modern society. We're not
I said
the law of the jungle anymore.
From the age of survival of muscles.
Yeah, I get your point. I'm backing what you're saying.
I know. I repeat them. So the Mao they think straight. And if they don't can't tell we in the 10th century say there is a God somewhere. When I in the makuda for better, uda for lucky. There is a God somewhere we're so partial that they allow a few thugs for misuse people. We still they believe in them. If we get bad government, we have ourselves to blame. Honestly. Not for soft talk things, not for sugarcoat things. Sierra Leone needs the truth. It's the truth that will take us to the next level, which is the level where we can build trust. The minute we begin build trust amongst ourselves, we they become proactive. As we don't say, government na collective business. One of the reasons we govern us then they fail nowadays is that in as much as people and they talk say now party, but the people and within the government itself, they're reactive, they're not proactive. Something for be what then they use for Allah for go bigger. 90% of the things where they affect the country, we able to solve them, Imran.
You left one thing behind. The people also get a responsibility for ask clever questions.
Because they not teach we that.
Well, we get for land that
I
because
agree
you
with you,
don't
but
talk
I
for
dey tell
say
you say,
we get for on land some behavior them. We people and
well,
get for
now we
on
dey
land.
do so. Now me you they do.
Yeah, we get for on land that because let me tell you something. One man now one village.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the encyclopedia in the village, it lie agayable. It tell people about England, America, but Indonesia, China, Italy. People in the Sidom na the Bafad and they listen.
In the kind condition I can relate
Yeah.
with that.
It tell them stories about the first world. Then they clap for them all. So the Imam the pass, he see people together. Now they he can't map like flying a wall, they listen. But the man they tell them how England they function, how Germany they function, how the first world is so nice. Now the land of milk and honey, you just they grab the money. You say I want for eat fresh rest. You just they breathe no more. The rest they come before you buy. Now then the Imam say, you they lie. You from when they born, you never left this village. You've been in this village all your life. You not even gone to the city. One day that you life. Now you can't talk about England and America where you know one day go. Now any boy turn, now I look now I see the Imam. Now I say, I'm saying another person they talk self. Imam na you. He say, Imam, you not get food for you not get I don't feel say you get the qualification for mixed Spanish conversation. Because you said self all it tell you they talk about hell and heaven, you don't go there.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's saying they talk about hell and heaven. You don't go there. This one I lay about. But when in need for ask clever question, for challenge the status quo, he did. And he did it brilliantly. He said the man no one left the village. How much more America? You know if he reached Lunge ever na in life. Now I say, Imam na from you that they come out. But you only tell the tell about hell and heaven. You don't go there. You know?
You see, we therefore begin take ourselves serious. You are muted, Mr. Toure. You don't mute yourself. What happened? Hello? Okay. You go join we back. As I begin say, we get for begin take ourselves serious. No power, no get for can make we what you want be. If we, the people of Sierra Leone, not sit down for say, let us make this for all of us. How do we make it for all of us? Now begin think how we go come together, how we go think together, how we go work together for make we build institutions. So what the institution, I think we need for explain them, we need for talk about them because a lot of people when they hear the word institution, they feel saying a special machine, not a special machine. Institutions they in several ways, but the most common way we get for look at institution, look at something we believe say this now the system, now the procedure, now the methods we I get for use or where we get for use for make we do this thing so that everybody will benefit from this thing. Marriage. Marriage is an institution. It's an institution because you dey married for make you get a partner who una two go spend the rest of una life. One, two, una go fulfill some of the duties of the human being by having children. Three, una go work together economically, culturally, and in every way for make sure say wetin una dey left na this world, e go live after una, and then self go able live with them picking them and picking them after una. So marriage is an institution because it dey determine the process, the procedures, the policies, the methods for make two people come together, then form the basic unit where all the forces in existence they meet. Good they meet, bad they meet, man they meet, woman they meet, etc. So what institutions are. If for be something where everybody accept and then where everybody they go by. Not a special building, not a special place. Now something within our mind. Institutions are built in the minds of people. I think we get for no, na Sierra Leone.
Well, one of the
Systems are built in the minds of people, assisted by machines. Institutions, now policies, ethics, procedures, what they build now we mind, we all man they accept. If you want, you call on culture. It can be a culture, it can be a tradition. But when all them things here come together, things they work well or they work badly. If we want to be even more correct, what do we get now in Sierra Leone? We get institutions, but the institutions are all negative. They're not nothing productive than they produce for we. And what are those institutions? The partisan politics of winners take all. Now the institution will get. Where this kind of power, you do I elect. Then they kind of power, you do I elect. That's the institution we have in our minds. And that we need for change. Let's make I put this Mr. George Stone in saying that when institutions and functions are allowed to prevail, then there will be a third force. Mr. George Stone, we shall have a third force. But that third force should not be a one-man party. No more. Sierra Leoneans not for allow one man for form party. Because even the APC and the SLPP now the problem that.
well,
The parties then get the impression, say, they were formed by certain groups of people for certain purpose. We have a party that represents the collective aspirations of Sierra Leoneans. And we make sure, say, anybody where they join, they get that power for, say, party, we don't make you chairman. You know they do this. You're not correct. But this, what you get now, we get parties them, when they elect somebody chairman, they elect a secretary general, for even talk to and pass you the tremble, as if to say he is the cousin of God. Nobody is a cousin of God. All of us are part of God.
You know, I'm glad the way you talk when I bring Mr. George Stone and you talk about this institution business. An institution is founded for a religious, educational, professional, social purpose, an academic institution. This na a gathering where all you can think about na for make una learn about una self. And you talk about marriage. Marriage, all man they use the word relationship. And that is the key in any society. Do we have a relationship? Unfortunately, Sierra Leone will not get good relationships.
Because we don't trust each other.
Exactly.
Relationships come when there is trust.
It's very important for build an institution. People can forget relationships, thriving relationships.
Yes.
But both they all get relationship.
And that
Both
is
they get
guided by
relationship.
trust, Mr.
Animal they get relationship.
Trust.
Yes. Well, now the word relationship. Okay, here I'm all the time with Salon community. That woman there. The relationship now they work. The relationship now they work. How you go work? You know understand what
you be not making it work.
You know. So start
how much
with,
trust have you put into it?
Let we break the prefix. Relate. That's not possible way you can work with. Can we work with each other? Naturally, no. If you're not able to relate with person, pull the TION. That is the action. It's not going to ever happen. Because you see, when we're not able to relate with one another, the TION not going to be functional. Because you have to relate before you go able to get relation. Before you go able to add the suffix when a sheep.
The ship na in the carry na go na the boat.
So
The boat people na not
so,
na the one na need boat.
so how we go enter the boat? One another relate with one another. We see the Noah's Ark. Me brother, you see the Noah's Ark. First time in the history of the world, where lion and goat they are the same boat. They not kill themselves. Snake and frog, agbolo, they are the same boat. They not kill themselves. Mosquito, they are the boat. They not give malaria.
That's them fail for 10 weeks.
You know, well, whatever it is, it look nice. Can we not try and replicate that? Can we not try and replicate that in our society? Me brother, let's face it. I am a Sierra Leonean, proud to be Sierra Leonean, born Sierra Leonean. But I'll have to tell you, we have developed very bad relationships. Sierra Leoneans don't have good relationships with one another.
Mr. Toure.
Yes.
We have never even had a relationship called Sierra Leonean relationship.
These are the things we should bring out.
A relationship of this family, that family, this school, that school, this tribe, that tribe, this region, that region. We have never had a relationship called Sierra Leonean.
At one time, when they get inter-secondary school sports in Sierra Leone, then they kill people and pass them ban sports, then ban football. You know, a lot of people they don't know them thing here. Only once na Sierra Leone I see government make public safety action. Only once. Now my whole life. You know what's in that? You remember that when they call Milky Low? Any cover cover they for kill people.
Yeah.
Where we get government, where they respond, where active, wanted to respond and they respond, I mean, they say it's not good for the people because that particular motokade Milky Low, they kill people and 50 fata. Motokade another bend call.
High, but entire small.
It's small, yes. They take cover. Anytime we cover it for the summer.
But it's small like that small Citron motoka.
Yeah, when I mean the big Citron motoka. That they didn't kill people then. You know? So the government says no. Then the next thing, even though they're not trying to educate the people, Chinese film was banned at one time in Sierra Leone. Those were the time where we get a listening government.
Then been banned this magazine, Lance Spearman.
Yes. You know, because we get for the comeback
that incident where happened where them in kill Palmer and that sport business.
Yes. You see, so when we talk them in there, we get for just suppose, we get for the take this part of we history, we bring and come back, then we take Usa we did now, then we look at the future. How we forget that.
The fact is,
how did we lose all these things? Me brother, we go to school and teach me biology.
At the camp, we had a system of governance at a time after independence where we look a little bit better off. But how did we spoil it? We brought in misinformation. The minute Hamilton died, misinformation took over Sierra Leone. At the time, propaganda, lies, and deception became part of our politics.
In our lives. Not just the politics, in our everyday life.
Yes. We will be there in the net and they can go. Then they can go, then kill, fall, and put and say they don't eat people.
Then tell me about Congo Bay, then tell me about Guinness Bundle, then tell me about Yellow Woman, then tell me about Castilla, then tell me about
but what we are saying.
Did we ever see them? Did anyone prove if they're correct?
Never.
Those were all this information, you know, for put fear upon people.
Information when they come, when now it don't become part of we culture.
Yep.
And what it make worse now, people in official positions, responsible positions, will sit in public podium and talk lie. And then they talk out with confidence.
And nobody know they challenge them about for that. Nobody know they challenge them. Not we the people.
We have been made to believe in that.
Not we the people, not the journalists. In fact, the journalists are then useless past anybody in that country. Because journalists
you can only challenge what you don't believe in.
Now the people were supposed for first for public interest. They don't do that. You remember? I'm glad you know what I remember anything they bring where we be get something where they work small.
Mr.
Where
Georgestone is very correct. The divisions in Sierra Leone started in 1956.
yes.
You remember what happened in 56?
Yes, me brother, not
We're
around that
not
saying
been
the
big man
altars
at
too.
10 days too. We've been small. Me and I've been just maybe 1 year old, but we were told that story as a small boy.
Me brother, those were the time most of the active chiefs that they dethroned their all. Then dethroned their all. The man went at the father of the SLPP tasked by farmer task. They not only dethrone him, they kick him out of the SLPP party for no reason.
Because there was opposition to certain behaviors within the SLPP party, whereby then when they run government. The first government in Sierra Leone was allowed to function around 1953-54. Then we get Milton as chief minister, don't then get about 4 other ministries. One of which I would always remember, Shaka Probin Stevens, who later became president of Sierra Leone and head of the APC, was by then SLPP, and he was Minister of Lands, Mines, and Labor. Okay. What happened within that period was that the colonial governors, whether by accident or design, they gave all the powers to the SLPP. So the one-party mentality now from 1953-54
From 51. 51.
Okay, accepted.
And they got one party, they try to set up one party for legalize them. Before we get multi-party system, they try for discourage.
The one party Shaka Stevens been the kick against where they go London,
yeah,
where he say now get elections before independence.
Exactly.
They put an coffee pan and deport and cancel on.
And Nabo County police station and bring and come. Bo County court and charge them. Then they deport the man go.
Yeah,
Now East London,
Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah, ITA Wallace Johnson.
Yeah,
Both
Wallace
of them
Johnson.
were deported.
Then when they go now, they want put Katana Wallace Johnson in aid. They talk for say, he go pump Emmanuel Cole for let him make mutiny against the government. That's the colonial government.
Like Stephen Shonda say, now him be instigate that railway union workers strike.
Yes.
You see, why would they go into all them things here? Now, for make the younger generation of Sierra Leoneans understand, say, misinformation is what is holding us back. Where there is misinformation, there is mistrust. Nobody know they trust nobody because I go see I say, that take the OTA they talk, let them not go misinterpret OTA.
We trust not then people that they complain now say we're not able to get enterprise at the country. All the foreigner in the camp.
Because nobody will go there.
No, they come now foreigner, they no more they can't do business. Now because they get capital, nobody no get mind for give Sierra Leonean loan. Nobody know they give loan as a loan because nobody not trust the company.
We are not trustworthy.
Exactly. So, these are the fundamental things that we'll get for deal with. As I mean, they talk about public, what you notice. You remember where we be they drive the same way as England, where we want to change the driving pattern to make we set in par. Now 71. For bring
1971, March 1971.
Yes, to bring us in par to all the other countries in the world. You see,
in West Africa.
Yeah, we left colonial people. You see, where there is a will, there is a way. So that means to say, if we want for left this Western or this Eurocentric nonsense where we not sabi do, we don't can make things worse for we. If we get the will, we can do them. 1971, remember? For over 3 months.
19th of March 1971.
Well, before that,
took about 6 months. They teach people voting for do. Then we come with a song. Then we come with leaflets and booklets. Yes.
If na motoka.
By then I was in the secondary school.
We go safu na motoka. We go safu. It then a radio.
The day when they change the traffic. The day when they change the traffic. One unique thing will happen. Every junction in Freetown had a traffic police officer.
Yes.
By then, with traffic police being get them bike them, then Harley Davidson bikes. They gave these ones because now them in they do sweeper job up country. They gave them to every town and city for make police then go around with them bikes them and make sure say things work well. You see, a good way they bring them Tiaka up. You know
It's
to
very
make it good.
important.
You know to make it good. The man in power by then was Shaka Probin Stevens. This is the man who 30 and more years after he has died, people will still come comfortably to social media and say, na Shaka Stephen Poel Salon. Hey, but better begin think. If you meet your papa, the Chak, 30 years after he died, where he still continue for Chak, now you go blame yourself.
You know,
Take
me
responsibility.
for me, a downside now we allow SI Kromas, the constitution say to Ram for be a successor. He deny
Well,
that.
we may see it as a downside. But
I
I'm sure he had reasons for not doing that.
Well, it is not for him to have decided that if we just don't get his bot come out today, he left the post.
Maybe he understood things
Let me
that
tell
we
you,
did
let me
not
tell you something.
understand.
Let me tell you what I saw in that. Becoming a posting, I get very critical thoughts. But all the politicians then what we ever get in Sierra Leone, the one way more indigenous in the thinking and a more indigenous African than S.I. Kuruma.
That's a
He
fact.
is the
I
most
know them.
proud Sierra Leonean. In fact, one of the reasons we make that measurement, now in the only Sori where Sori na in the first name. All the other Sori
He
then
was the
Ibrahim.
first man to use that name.
Yes.
In his
Now the
public
first
office.
man for use that name the public and now in the first name.
I know somebody else will be named Molai. Instead of putting the Molai in front, he used Muhammad. And I'm your uncle.
This is what I'm trying to say. He got before me. Because at the whole of Sierra Leone, you see Ibrahim Sori. But now the only person when a Sori Ibrahim.
Ibrahim Koroma.
You know,
he was
for
more
me,
of a traditionalist.
When somebody is so proud of who they are, in no indigenous self, he get roots. I would have thought if Esther, and I'm not afraid of, because if Esther Koroma would have been the leader.
Why do you think I don't put the complete word for M, Muhammad? This is my name. It's an Arabic name. I am Modi boy. Minkopulo.
You know, if Esther Koroma be take seat, then be the afraid say he go back to Afrocentric Sierra Leone. And they did not like that.
Maybe. You know why I say maybe? There were several forces and factors at that time. And I'll tell you one thing. Whether we like it or not, Shaka Stevens was the most intelligent leader we've ever had since independence.
You cannot take that from him.
Why I say intelligent, he's smart. He's sabi Sierra Leoneans.
But na PR do, na PRU.
And he was a trade unionist. Remember, say prior to a handing over in 1985, there was this conflict in Pujang, that Dogo Usui. He sent people there to go and quell it. Maybe there were confidential information that came back where you look and say, if I left a psycho man of power, what go be in this country, the country go split. He feels, okay, let me have a military man, we're going to manage this thing properly, but not knowing that that military man himself was not military. His mama was just wearing uniform. He was not a soldier.
Now, well, the man he be rewarded because na he be spy na the army because you know for say na he
was not the spy.
You know,
J.S. Momo was the one who created the counter coup when Brigadier John Bangura, Bode Sanko, and others attempted to overthrow Shaka Stevens.
Well, Jackie remained loyal to him.
Yes. That coup we'll get for discussion because Sierra Leoneans need for know the truth, but we'll not go do it today.
You know, well, as I
The
said to
same
you,
issue where Fatima talk about was true at that time. Big Brother wanted to have the best advantage because Shaka Stevens had asked for a renegotiation of the terms of contract between SLST and Delco.
and
Or
at the
go
same
take another
SLPP,
program for that.
and at the same SLPP not agree. Sheki was kicked out, sent back in.
We go take program for that. Let we just finish today on program.
You know, be for me as
My
I say,
duty, I have made up my mind. And I make like Mr. George Stone, we want him on board.
no, definitely,
I have made up my mind to educate Sierra Leone for Sierra Leoneans to understand where the problem is.
Now the man this
and now
way
begin
make
think differently.
I begin study
Now
about
begin
Sierra
think
Leone.
as a people.
Now he make I begin study about Sierra Leone because I never knew anything about Sierra Leone before I met him. Now he put the interest, now he sowed the seed, and I want to say to him today, before God and man, say thank you, my brother, for opening my eyes. Because believe you me, you know, all I learned before I met you, the Industrial Revolution, Napoleon Bonaparte, the Renaissance, Russian Revolution, French Revolution, American War of Independence. Those were the things I learned. And what use were those things to me? Being a Sierra Leonean Bobo, you know,
Napoleon Bonaparte will go and kill people after he has drank whiskey and brandy.
This
so
is,
they make rum will get in him.
yes, Napoleon. That is it. You know, but be brother, with situation itself, a lot of people feel to say we just appear now. No. You know, they say that a little drop of water, they make the mighty ocean. Little by little, the monkeys start jumping from tree to tree without falling. Now, play. When something happen, not for left, not for worry, this, that. Even matter be for let it get in mind for do that in here. Now, because when it started, people are saying, for left. You know, it don't come to the point now. It don't become.
Maybe not before they do what they do, so if
exactly.
you not get people, they support them.
Exactly. One person not they make country, one person not they poor country. One person not they make country, one person not they poor country. But one thing will remain. Now we, the passive Sierra Leoneans, them, we the Sidon day, we all like linesman, we the watch. He will not prepare for being referee.
In outside, the thing don't become worse. Rather than when things happen, we discuss waiting for do for solve them. We don't turn a reporter, everybody in a news vendor.
No, not so that the
report this report this.
Not so that the money
begin cause and effect na social media.
Not so that the money me na the one them when they come for can defend politicians. Politicians
no,
inadequacy.
Now the same thing would they say, Imra.
You where they suffer. You where now you interest with a sick, with a talk on your behalf, with a talk for the services that way supposed to be provided to you in order to reach you. The very people and when they stop that from happen, when they thief the money. Now you can't defend them.
They defended them.
Then now you not the person where some of you young company when they suffer the incompetency of them people like go chief goat. Now you go there before for beat them. But you that very person, the one where the chief una picking in future, una picking in livelihood, una village in prosperity.
You praise them.
You they praise them
in my batch. God help this.
Yes, you tell them for say, hey, this is not clever politician. Oh boy, now master stroke now he play so. But now you go left for beat that politician the way they thief millions. You they go beat man where thief fall. We not reach 10 years. We not reach 1,000 years.
Because that day, you know what made them they beat her? You know what made them they beat that poor man there? The God who Sabina say, you know, I always say poor man no get rights to life. So it
no, I don't get right. No. I remember I was having the grow up now.
When they up here now with thief, now for Halam. That's the kind of God we understand.
What we then about they engage thief man, then get one place where they can be messy man. Then they beat him, Then they shoot, Pamela, excuse me, they shoot them up, waiting and call. You know, then they left them for dead. And then they die. How you go take them? You push them up, post in the rear end.
Wickedness.
Eh? How you go do that? But the very person where they thief millions, you left them. Now they come back, they defend them vehemently. They cause people like mama because they talk for say it deprive the people them of water supply. It deprive the people them from electricity. Look like waiting. Then very people that where they transgress on the people.
I'm glad the way you don't bring this issue of electricity.
The people that where they transgress.
I don't forget for discussion.
The people that where they transgress on the people them. They're not doing nothing. But rather the people them, they enjoy for live in iniquity. We dare in pride inside iniquity. Because who
the
in the
God
right
that we
mind,
know, Imran, now begin to say this, the God that we know is a partial old man.
who
That
is?
old man, if they select a few people, they say you are the chosen few, go and do as you like.
No.
You poor man down yonder, we're not a part of that chosen few. Hey, thief, then they go put them sign off for put I die.
You know, see they are like
Then they
politicians
beat you,
there.
die. Because you not get right to life.
When
you
they don't
teach where
misbehave,
they go teach, then they pay you out a lack, and then he tell them feel for pay you. You not get right to life. You nurse, when you go work, then they pay you out a lack, anytime more than lack. You not get right to life. That's
when
the
they
God we
misbehave,
understand. Then you get somebody where on a very public holiday, they go talk, say, people and they oversee, they instigate. They call yourself imam. If I've been there before that man we talk about that, they slap him. I not care and kill me that
well,
day.
let me tell you what. Whenever the politician and thief them bad thief, the next Friday then they go to Maslasi. Then all money come up behind and they clap for them. You know, see recently when they talk to them want for make peace. If you want for make peace, now Maslasi they go. If you want for make peace, you they call people them for come together. You go call the necessary people them. That is the one way get the issue there when I talk about them publicly. But Sierra Leone, where you see the one for Pueltin, they're going to Maslasi, then give small envelope to the imam. The imam, they all mixed by the corruption. So are the pastors.
Let me ask a question,
I
sir.
I don't know.
Let me ask a question, and I want Sierra Leoneans for listening to this question.
I don't know.
Is peacemaking a one-sided issue?
Never.
Does it have to be an issue of who that in a power nine for get right, who that not in a power for get wrong?
Never.
Then that's what they do. We have been doing it since Jesus was a boy.
Again for happen in a
woman
time.
married, the man they take advantage by wealth. What then go talk peace? Now the man correct, the woman for beer for
Now
the
for
sake
beer,
of
for
the
them
picking
picking
them.
them, for them picking them.
So that kind of mentality, they
Yeah,
don't
for
leave
them
me to
picking
this
them.
rubbish.
That for beer, for them picking them get blessing.
As if to say God partial forgive people blessing. God said, I made you in my image and likeness. It's in the Quran and the Bible.
Hey, brother,
They not tell we say I make somebody bless somebody unlucky.
You know what you make we all get a name there will end up with. We are not over 80% get Islamic names. They are not indigenous names. Now the South, most of them get Christian and Islamic names, not so indigenous name. You know why? Because
we
some
are colonized mentally.
Because the colonial mentality
one
make them
statement.
believe, say, if you're not Muslim, you picking, if you want to grow for be a good man, you forget Muslim name. And if you're not Christian, you forget Christian name.
If you dress like Muslim, if you wear gown, I don't know
Exactly.
that tell them say gown na Islamic dress.
But guess what? What did they fail for realize? You can still be criminal with your Christian name and your Muslim name. Go to prison. Tell me if you know the meet Soride. You know the meet Ishmael.
Now we country they criminalize.
You know they meet. You know they meet. How you call himself? How you call him? Jeremiah. They already. In fact, let me give you something. What will they watch there? Then country Western movies them from America. What thing I can learn is the most nasty criminal ever in America, na Jesse James. the name I'm after, King David, Papa.
Yeah.
You cannot be Christian than that. So, not for the name they make you criminal.
Well,
Not for the name what you carry.
Most people don't know. Well, I tell you another thing most people don't know. The ship where John Hawkins, the British man where did the most damage in slavery in Sierra Leone, been the use.
Yes.
The name of the ship is Our Lord the Christ. Then he been a forcing crew for prayer every day. How do you reconcile with that?
My brother, anytime we go for go buy, we meet them bad, full of businessman, and we don't give you bad price. They tell you, wallahi billahi talai. If you listen, wallahi billahi talai, all get line at the end, you don't lie by you. Not the original price.
You know?
Me grandpa na fuller, so you cannot drive me out of the fuller clan. I get the blood. I mean, would don't tell this a lot of people and say we all know one pot. You know. So the reality is, me man, in reality, I'm afraid anybody will like for call God in him name not too frequent. Because then they use them as a cover.
Too holy.
Then they use them as a cover. Yes. Then they use them as a cover. In the name of God. And they try to left this, let that, and they begin to suspect and straight away. The one where they begin, wallahi, tallahi, Allah subhanallah.
I wonder let me come to this issue. I mean, they say a better way you come up with this issue of electricity. And now one of the things we make having come with this topic, reactive governance, misinformation, and mistrust. You see, the issue of electricity and electricity shortage in Sierra Leone, I believe say we're able to solve them, and we're able to solve them within a decade. Well, you know why we're not able to solve them? One, with governments, they're not a think proactive how for come with solutions.
Now the people elect for
and they always wait let the problem
brother,
come.
I don't blame government again, and the people elect for finance.
They come.
Because there's something called revolution.
Why say government? Now I include the people, because government is both the electors and the electorate.
Well, you're right there. I forget saying that Fulama, you had for argue.
You understand?
You're not Fulama, you had for lost case.
We able solve the electricity problem. That ship, where then they go pay almost $1 million per annum. That money, where then they pay that ship, every year are able to build 2 or 3 mini hydroelectric dam na salon.
But
like
brother,
Bankasoka. That one like Bankasoka na Potloko.
We not think far.
We able build them.
Imagine the talk about
Bankasoka. What about? They make a point. I am ready to give certain information to these idiots who call themselves governors. We don't reach this hour for begin tell yourself the hard truth. Okay? Indonesia, Ceylon, Nepal, Colombia, those places, then they make mini hydros them. Then someday in the national grid, someday off national grid. Then get a school na Bali, Indonesia, where they say na the green school. They make a mini hydro when they supply that school electricity. They make sure say all around the environment is green. It's an example of environmental protection. And that's a technology where the Chinese be used namabas. That's where the sugar plant been there. Where the water, where the Kansai, that canal for supply the sugar cane with water, then we get a turbine where they turn where they produce some mini hydroelectricity. The technology then call them vortex turbine technology. We have engineers in Sierra Leone. We have an engineers federation.
You have engineers,
but people what their no, let me finish. Are they what their fault? I'm ready to insult people who are not doing their duties from now on, and I don't care.
Now they
I no obligation to anybody. I have obligation to Sierra Leone. Some people will get for make them wake up the rude way. I know can't cost mommy cost now because it's not my style. I respect women. But if you are not doing your duty, I'll call you out. Other countries, them like Norway, before Norway begin export petroleum, one of the things we then develop most now hydroelectricity. And who did that? The Engineers Guild of Norway. They came together, they came with policies, they lobbied, they have influences to control the use of the waterways. Sierra Leone gets so many water bodies. All we need to do now forget the proper environmental policy to protect the environment. We can get over 300 electricity generating dams on our rivers. We don't need what they say, many hydro stations on we rivers. We don't need for build dams. Now canals they will build, we give them a gradient.
My brother, when maybe they grow up, what I learned was Bumbuna Waterfall was going to generate electricity. We would supply the whole of Sanoa and even exploit.
Bumbuna originally was to supply 350 megawatts.
For the supply Guinea and Liberia. What happened? These are some of the questions we need to ask. What happened with that project today?
Forget about Bumbuna. I will tell you the most recent thing. During Tijan Kaba's term, GTZ funded a research where then discover say we get over 50 sites for get mini hydroelectrics. We get a total capacity of about 2,000 megawatts per hour. After UNESCO mine term, a second research was done. All these documents are being developed to put in the archives, thus together. People are not going to take and say, what you go do about this? How go do them? Let we make money for ourselves, then let we do this. Hey, government, there's no government policy that is impeding us. What is impeding us? What is impeding us now? Selfishness, uncertainty, mistrust, and other things.
They don't make them. They don't go give them NGO money. They don't eat them makulu. They put the paper and done. That is what they do.
Now.
That is what they do. All them projects and the way they talk about so nicely put, then they do them for men to go get the report, for bring and come out, come find governments where they support we, for do them, where they get any money, tack.
All right.
That's what they don't do.
All right.
They don't say what they do
now. Way for trace lenting and they.
Because I don't know what is so bad.
Behind paying for a ship can supply a city electricity. Who can generate electricity 10 times what they pay that ship they per annum.
Now Africa no
even
more.
Even that go Kel River, how the flow comes so pepel. They able generate electricity from them for supply Freetown City. We don't need for build dam.
My brother, now Africa no more, where we head of states go visit a country on a state visit. When they get and gift, na ingeta. Everywhere else, na the world we civilized. Where you go on a state visit, na the states na ingeta.
Yes.
Where you come
until the state say take her not to your property.
Or when you come back, then get for Konani. I remember what will be small. Where check you want for travel. You know, like you get some things then where we learn from them, where we'll not see for a long time. You remember what Salako they go na radio? Now Salako Masquer they read the news. President Shaka Stevens they go to China for 7 days for sugar business. When you go for that sugar business day, he go try for get things and go can make so. And when he come back, Salako can report. Pasheki come back yesterday by 2 o'clock. The waka away, he waka. He get bilateral. Now, that's the meaning of the name. The bilateral arrangement where the Chinese then say they will provide the expertise and the money for can help with for do sugar business. And the sugar business, they say go make so thousand.
Yes. When that agreement came about, then send SAT Koma for go do the final agreement. There was the police headquarters, UE building, Magba Sugar Factory, Dodo Madam na Kenema. All of them were built. We saw them. The sugar factory
nowadays
now being the third largest sugar producing factory in Africa. We gave somebody that factory to run between 1982 and 87. The thing came to zero. Now he is retiring as Speaker of Parliament. May God help him and his generations yet unborn.
This man here, the time we became real government, where Shaki say we are on non-aligned. We na a neutral country, we not a mix. Then Shaki go make Korea party. The foreign minister, he
In fact,
resigned.
we get an organization headed by this man, Tito of Yugoslavia. Shaki in the Golden Conference then day.
Yeah.
Now the time we make party with North Korea, we make party with China, we make party with all the other countries, Cuba, etc.
Then
Cuba, then we go train people and they for economics and go train doctors then they.
but then and they would see disagreements, man, and they resign because that man what's his name? Virtually Luke.
Desmond Luke.
Desmond Luke, yes, he resigned.
Desmond Luke resigned over the issue of Taiwan being recognized and mainland China being recognized.
Yeah.
Shaka Stevens knew the global community was going to go for mainland China to remain in the United Nations. Now that disagreement he been get with Desmond Luke feels saying Sabi book past Shaka Stevens, he resigned. Shaki drive even say go to Pa Luke in Papa. Say not to me drive Pikino. At the time for make you understand how the world they don't resign. He pass no men a Pikini go land.
And a papa,
That's the Shaka Stevens people are talking about as a wicked man.
partially Luke. Now you know the first speaker of we house in Sierra Leone.
Yes.
So these are all important people. And then the second person.
Sample them. Do ya with a beg una. If una want let this conversation the interesting, I they ask una for do three things. Una subscribe to the channel, let grow, let we keep on going. Una share the nonsense who they talk, let other people and benefit from them. And we always get an allowance for people and for calling. Una call, let we hear una. Let we converse. It's a conversation, not a classroom. Me not teacher, but I don't tell for teacher, I don't the whole now. So let we make a conversation. Una call, let we hear una own view, let we correct ourselves and learn from ourselves. Do ya? With a beg una, not to by power. We want to keep this channel going because we believe, say, now the only way this will go take Sierra Leone forward. Let people learn nothing they need for know without we not can instigate person for good effect. If I sit down now the cost politician, I'm right. Would I hurt people in commitment and no we are there? I they wait for you. They don't are ready for go salon. Do me what you want do me. If you kill me at age 69, you don't do me a favor. I don't live a full life. I have made peace with death. I have made peace with death. So kill me. I don't care. But the truth has to be said. It's bitter, but we have to accept it. One of the things we make maturity for make we accept when we are wrong and say, yes, I am wrong. I accept when I'm wrong. And I go back to whoever I don't wrong for, say, do ya big. It's part of humanity. So do ya? Mother one for call, on a call, let we talk. Don't get to my own side. Don't get to my own views. Let we go forward with this thing. Make Sierra Leone a better place. Sierra Leone can be the richest country in Africa. I don't tell you, I get for proven to you. What you make a delay for come with that discussion there, and not just one can talk. I want come with data. I want come with diagrams. Slow na see what I mean. Sierra Leone can be the richest country in Africa. Who gets the potential. What's now the way would they think? Now you know they allow it. So, my brother, Mr. Imran, we don't do 1 hour 45 minutes. I don't know because I see you are looking tired. You've been up and about the whole day. And you be they tell me, say me picture different. I say something, you don't go some say something happen.
No,
I know
bro.
talking on that.
Papa, I
Yeah,
see.
public.
Papa, I see you, the Oju. Krioma say, I see you, the Oju. But Mr. George Stone, do you give me a call? Me brother, I don't see with me and you to chat.
One
Me go
forgetting
nice.
number, while we get contact with them. People
Yeah,
like
you
this
need.
should be coming on board. Let us come and discuss. Let us come and discuss.
Amy
Sierra
don't
Leone is for
don't
all
live
of
on
us
anything
to
for
make.
many years. I remember when they tell me, I mean to say don't crease. Behold, I mean they're not the right track. I remember when if they talk, I mean they say, well, man, that doesn't matter see they talk to this and not be okay. Because that is his own field. I'm telling you. When you get
So the
people and
lines are open. If una one call, una can call. If una not they call, then we go round up. But we dey encourage you now for the call, let they discuss. This is everybody's business. Government is everybody's business. It's collective business. Nobody no get right pan government pass nobody. We all get equal rights. I
But
may
I
be
see
far
people.
away in Norway. But
I
if I want for pay tax na salo, I can still pay tax. And I go do that when we get a government that is trustworthy. I go canvass the diaspora. We all, if now $5, $10, we go put them together every month. We send them as a loan. If we get a safe bank account, we trust that account, say they're not going to misuse them. Remember, if 1 million people put $5 every month, total $5 million,
Yep.
at least every month we're able to equip one hospital. At least we're able to equip one hospital. At least that money they go able to buy chalk and other things for run schools.
Sierra Leone, we just go help for build the fat cats then because that's also they
And
need
I
the
am
fat
then go
cat.
build them celebrated prisons, them beautiful prisons. Then say don't build big house. Where it looks low, so then they build the fence high past the house. And the fence is more expensive than the house. How do you call that? What they don't do all that, they put metal na the window, put metal na the domot. They make her into prison.
You know, when people they come on in
They
the
for them by go to them for they rejoice. Not so they no more they in a prison. No. The whole of Salon they in prison.
all the people that want to thief money and they in prison because they never get fence
No,
way past whatever.
for waka na treat pass the waka out bodyguard. This imprisonment. That prisoners no more than they put to order behind. Friend dismissed.
Me brother, where you dey with politicians they talk now APC. Oh, Kono, we can forget Kono. This that Kono has never been anybody's. If you look at the history of Kono, Kono are the most neutral place that the whole of Sierra Leone. They've always had because Songo Briwa make them self-sufficient. And the legacy where it starts with, now Abu Koroma go with. Abu Koroma is one of the most sober politicians ever in the history of Sierra Leone, but they don't really talk much about him.
Salon that good enough for their history.
They don't really talk much about him. Abu
Anybody who
Koroma
good
made
enough for their
decisions,
Salon
all the
history,
decisions the way he make. Now one them way suit the people them. Not what he suit them. Now waiting good for the people them. Kono beget what them be called Kono Union. When I be their own party, when I go brew, I be waiting them. They'll not be
Now
mixed
they
by
join
APC
with
and
the
not mixed by
SLPP.
SLPP. Until where a go gets plumber with Sam Milton, where they misuse them, they send them on exile, pack into Kamakwe, and they say, hey, I go teach you doxology. When he come back, when he come back, now then he gets the people they organize, they rob paper and SLPP they high. 67 elections. These are the people where really, if we get them for lead, we country for be done better. People that like by far matters, but all the people them way good. We stood aside, we watched them being slain in we
Because we
presence.
they believe misinformation. You come
You
back
know,
to
we
the
did
topic of
nothing.
the day. You believe misinformation, they build mistrust. And this now the product we get now, na saloon. I get so. What's in the go wrong now because of
But can you
misinformation
imagine,
and
inside
mistrust?
your own country, you fight for your people. What you don't fight for your people and done, the British, they make propaganda against you inside your own country. Then your own people, they back sing by you. But Bure was a warrior. He fights against the British. The British made him surrender. Koto, Marimu. That was so Eurocentric. It was never the perspective, Afrocentric perspective. When we begin a story, I begin to find out things about Babure. I can realize say Babure who had more depth than how the Westman tried for picture him to be.
Babure was a mediator. He was not a warrior. He was a mediator between the British and the other paramount chiefs that will be
Paramount
ready
chiefs.
for cause mayhem.
Naina be the chairman. Naina be the chairman for all the chiefs in Sierra Leone because he was the elder. And he was a very bright man, of which he best paddy na Alemani Suluku of Bumbang, the Limba chief. Now the best friend. Well, even that Monday, he offer for mediate between Kadwe and Baibure. Kadwe say nothing. The only thing that surrender he wants. So what did he do? He employed the art scotch policy, burn the family and livestock, impoverish the people and burn their hearts them for let the people them. And that's make Bible surrender. They not tell people in that.
He came out. And when he came out, all his bodyguards were slaughtered.
Yes,
That's
100 of them were hung. 100 of them, they hang them publicly.
The slaughter and bodyguard them. Don't they put and cuff pan and carry and go Ghana?
Him, not only one grain, him, you know, because a lot of people don't know that. There was a Mene chief, Nyanga of Panguma, when left the whole of Panguma, he cannot for confess to Bible.
Nyagwa?
Yes. He can't confess to Bible. Nyagwa, Bajabora Angbana, that is a Tonkolele paramount chief. Now then 3 they can go. Because now then be the main resistance. You know? Because they want to support.
You know what's the most insulting about that thing there? Where most people don't know? The very day where all this process starts, we cause all that trouble for Bible, now then go give us Independence Day, the 28th of April, 1898.
Yep.
Go find out what you are the
Yep.
things you.
Yeah, of course.
The 27th of April, 1898.
Yep.
Now then give us Independence
Day.
Was the man causing trouble for us.
A lot of people not be know for say the team will go the date when they want the 7th of. Now me make them know. The 7th of December.
Now they find out say that would have been too personalized.
Yes.
Now I make that would have been to them the 27th of April.
Yes. Just like how
another 27th of April was the exact date when the tax war uprising started.
Yes, where it break, where the first break. And at the Westman and starter, the people are just reacted.
Now then starter.
Yes.
Now then starter.
And it didn't start exactly like the Boston massacre. How the people in Massachusetts revolted when they kill 8 of them people.
Tea Party.
Come on, yes. Boston Tea Party. You know. So, you know, me, sometimes when I can look at all that thing and everything before we, then who that choose that day today? Not to Salongo, not Ian McLeod.
Somebody they call, ask you that they call.
Not Ian McLeod.
Hello? Hello? Yes, Mr. Judgestone. Go ahead, sir. Well, we dey by God in power, we dey try for do thing for do for our country. This is not done with any hidden agenda. We want to educate the people of Sierra Leone, let them know what they need for know. Because when people go out of ignorance, they will be able to take control of their destiny.
And Mr. Johnson, we want you on board, sir.
Okay.
Your beard and also green.
Well, maybe I'm getting younger. That's why I'm going gray.
Like you guys are saying, not some together. But I'm showing right now in social media because it's right on governments in the world, let alone Sierra Leone to account. For instance, now, you see what is going on in Sierra Leone. The government is more knee jerk reacting to issue or whatever. Instead of see what people need to work with it. Maybe I'm not against the former government, but I was too. And that is my own right. So I can see
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
and because I support them. So, first, so, what is going on is people are not allowed to, let's have a deviancy. But I think sure they are restricted. You suppress them, and then you come out in the media, the standards, say sort of thing that the so-called alien say this one I think you fighting the fighting the thing that are if you have we say we are a certain country, but we are not solving only solving the only in word. But we're not you go out there, you play. You have clarity. You know, this woman, by the way, most people maybe should know about it. I think they know about it, but it's silent. The moment as we're speaking right now, she's building massive hotels in the Gambia. Massive hotels.
Yeah, I think I heard about that too.
You would have the journalists, NIV, CNBC, Star Television, the newspapers, people in social media, go there with their videos, film this structure, tell you, why did you build this house, this hotel in Coron? Why are you building it in the Gambia? It's your own product. Where's the anti-corruption? All this, so we are doing all these things. We're pointing our fingers at the politician, but which is the politician in office. Which is the people.
Well, that's what we are saying, Mr. Georgestone. We have been cataloged by a culture of misinformation and mistrust.
Today, you cannot listen within 2 minutes of saying something, it will go viral.
That's why some of us are using social media. We want to educate the people using social media.
So basically, you are saying Big Brother is watching you. Yeah, maybe Big Brother is watching you. Brother is not the one in control Israel. It is the present government.
But why did Big Brother not stop Botswana?
Botswana is saying to themselves, you know what, let us look within ourselves. Let us work together. Yeah. You was mentioning like was mentioning in one of the comments saying that the life of Boris Johnson will be turning in his grave.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it. The trade union movement has been killed in Sierra Leone.
That don't
I
die
can tell you
long.
that for free because I was a trade unionist when I was in Sierra Leone.
Scotland was one of those who went in 1956 to Sri Lanka House.
Okay. Yeah, I think I saw the name Georgestone amongst the group.
So in terms of the union fight against colonialism, against starch and so who like I.J. Johnson, he's the first to me. He's the first Sierra Leonean that was able to galvanize. Look at the time in Sierra Leone. We have never seen that again happening.
That's fact. That fact. I know about that part. I know about that part of our history.
Here's the real. The fire blood.
Yeah.
Today,
well, he's still around. He's still around. We are around. Mr. Georgestone, this is a duty we have to perform to our country and to our posterity. That's why when you came on, I told you we are here without hidden agenda. My duty at this stage of my life is to serve Sierra Leone. Whoever does not like it, I'm sorry. Bang your head against a brick wall. I don't care.
Should I see cannot speak the truth and say, oh, they've done well?
Yeah.
Not let that to something in Sierra Leone. The answer to the question is suffering as well.
Exactly.
So why are they silent?
Yeah.
Why are they silent? Why are you suffering? Why are you silent and you're suffering?
Well, maybe we have a DNA of suffering. Maybe our DNA has been made to be accommodative to suffering.
No, we they get the kicks. Say na my brother 90 day.
Maybe I didn't vote for you. So how much the press? You do something wrong here.
But it is better for me to tell Julius Madabio that he's doing something wrong and he corrects it, because I am looking at what will give him a legacy to leave, than to praise him when things are not going right after he has left power. Say, Madabio Puelia. I'll be the biggest hypocrite to do that. And hypocrisy is our problem, Nasalun, Mr. Judge.
See, one, now they are all hiding like Julius Caesar. They will all walk away from him and leave him.
Absolutely. This is what's going to happen.
You know, I mean, if it speaks now that those who are around him, they are there for him. No, they are there for themselves.
For themselves.
If they were there for themselves, for instance, like right now, the Minister of Energy should have been replaced. The heads of department in the EDSA, they should have been replaced, or bringing investors, people with the know-how and investment and money. They'll be able to change.
Mr. Georgestone, I am saying this now, and I want these guys to listen to this. Without having to go look for investors, I can come with a strategic approach. We will use local welders, we use local masons, we use local people who know how to work with amateurs. You know, those people that do rewinding on cars, alternators.
Yeah.
We can use them. We begin at a basic level to electrify Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
That will not cost us millions of dollars.
But they won't allow you to
They wouldn't, because that will make them look very small and petty. We are too egoistic.
That what are you saying? Who will be controlling that sector? Just like the agricultural sector.
Yeah.
For instance, till now, under the SLPMD, under the just after independence, we were exporting rice.
Exactly, Rice Corporation.
You know, died away. Why did they die away? They died away because certain cabals were allowed to control the importation of rice.
You are spot on, sir. You are spot on. I know the story of that issue, and I would invite you for us to come and discuss it. I know the issue of how we stop producing rice along our coastal swamplands that extend from the Guinea border to the Liberian border, going 20 kilometers inland, that can produce 1 million tons of rice per annum. I know. I would invite you one of these days through Imran. Let we come as a tripartite, because it is alone all man a tripartite.
Now the new Penda
So
what
we
they look
sell
for
it
America
out
for.
with tripartite.
It sounds like Penda we know the
that
way.
day, Imran, that day you will be APC. I'll be the government, and Mr. George Tony is SLPP. Okay, sir.
comes into Sierra Leone and seeks the people's interest. And so you don't start feeling standing.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
For instance, you're doing something and it has to be a rocket scientist come out and say, no, I guess this government. I see now that this already. How can you convince people who are shopping that there's something you protect me? Say that I don't know what's going on. You know?
Well, I've said it. Maybe we have a mutation mentality in our DNA.
Then say, you know what with people they say spiritually, they say evil they thrive in darkness. I mean, no one give you light, so they go thrive.
Which one would you get? Who said, Sierra Leone, what are the Sierra Leone? Right? Sierra Leone, at that time, it was very close here. Sierra Leone was really $700,000. Yeah.
Well, I'll give you the most recent data, sir. Plus or minus the species them way down, they almost endangered. Sierra Leone has over 250 species of fish. We get a total capacity of $100 billion per annum. You know why we have that much potentiality in our fisheries? It's an oceanographic factor. The North Atlantic stream, where they come out from Caribbean, they come not one part they come na the northern hemisphere, but if they come from Caribbean bank through Sierra Leone, it cannot. Another one they go south through the Gulf of Guinea to the Gulf of Benguela and South Africa. So when you look at this part of Africa, outside they find the most fishes. Now from Namibia to South Africa, then Sierra Leone up to Mauritania, because these are like low tide areas where most of the fish they come for can breed. We have to do all these things on a very systematic and structured manner. Let the people know them potentials.
When you check now, supposing was all this and that,
I not care. If you want, you call me, say, are they God in party or Satan in party? I not care.
including this current building. Really seeing official rather than waiting 2 months monitoring on bomb or whatever, which is strange, like makes sense. To do in this day and age, Sierra by now should have had its own trawler. We talk Chinese and all this company. We have our own trawlers. We send the fishermen in this people and outbound into it. So if make money with the export fish, we see
We should have a fishing cooperative.
if we fish longer than a Sierra, can just put in a Sierra. Yeah. So they check. It's like, see, this is a minister coming out on television to say, oh, so that you don't know. I think that there's something wrong there. See, the minister said, well, I'm sorry, we will by example. She get any money.
Well, nice of it.
This one, I'm watching jobs.
You know, I go say one thing, Mr. Georgestone. I not get anything against a minister opening farm, but I have everything against a government trying to be exclusive for make certain people like the normal for engaging some of them things there. Me what they talk so I get a lot of potential so I can take people out there. We go, we invest in agriculture and fisheries. But if I go there now, they will say, oh boy, one can't get money for making stand politics. They don't even know if I'm interested in politics. I can raise $100 million from outside. I go into politics, that's alone.
$20 million because you will stand for every day. Check. How many people going to fund? You chance of going to Sierra Leone? I don't know.
They don't even have qualified investigative journalists. It's just Congo and lie, talk and do. Exactly. Exactly.
Then transactional journalists go there.
If you remember in those days, we been get a farm na grafting where na the Taiwanese, Chinese, then they produce vegetables there. By that old bridge. Then we been get Rokupa where then they produce onions. We been get Lunge and they produce onions. Then we been get an Israeli farm na Songo. Then we been get God Rich where then they produce vegetables. Yes. Then up the mountain, them Leicester, Gloucester, and they go plant the other things, then radish and whatin. Then can house street cancel. Then they call the whatin self grown.
Salad grown.
I know, sir. And I know one of the family when I be my neighbor na Congo ata. I don't tell you about that. But George Stone, we be they go not see ferry.
Okay.
We were friends. Yes.
And can't left now.
When they don't just know, sir, just hold on.
I don't want money. I don't want your money.
We want their money. We want transparency and inclusiveness.
Because you have transparency and inclusiveness and you have money. Just like
well, it's fine for them. It's fine for them.
That's what the government's here. Yeah, correct.
It's fine for them, Mr. George Stone. Piki was saying, my man for sleeping, say not go sleep.
Finish your school and your jobs, and you're pushing yourself to a hand-based situation.
And you know what these guys don't know? They don't know that the Northern Hemisphere countries are going to get very selfish very soon because they have an old population.
Yes.
All this migration where people and they migrate Canada empathy and then go begin control and this now. Because they cannot afford to be giving their social safety net allowances to people who come here without skills.
They are all going to control it. They are all going to take it out of us.
The one they would not want them, they load them about scared go Rwanda.
So, what's up? There when you must shout
you were lucky for learn, you go learn new skills. You go now your country.
Solidarity. I think if I said, Don't have this kind of people anymore, sir.
We have them. We have them. We are going to awaken them. They were sleeping, sir.
My telling you, people like us, they're respecting too.
I don't care about people liking me, sir. Yeah, well, everybody hates me, but listen to the nonsense what they say.
So many people.
That's why I say we are reactive, not proactive. But Mr. Georgestone, do as I know what we do, now we talk behind the scene, now we arrange a program. Oh, they bring you aboard. We said they can make tripartite. Now, yeah. And we want tripartite go begin give the solutions. Okay, sir. I see we people learn on the routine. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow, then we'll take it from there, sir. Thank you for calling in, and thank you for them brilliant contributions with the GI. It's a moral duty to our country. It's a moral duty to our posterity. We are not doing it for the money. If it's for the money, I don't care about Sierra Leone. I'll go to any other part of Africa and make money.
What money am I going to do? I should have even got to the This is it for you. Don't have money.
So, I don't.
To you. Slowly to building massive hotels in the Gambia.
I know about that. I know about that. The only thing is I wouldn't want to make her look relevant.
She blames brother for not.
Well, brother will react quietly. You and me know that.
She not explain kind of hotel in Kono. She won't build it in Kono, but you can build it in the Gambia. Is that government money?
Maybe. The guy say Boku Sierra Leoneans, then they run away, go Gambia and Ghana now. Maybe we all they run away. We not they run away.
Corruption, are you listening? ACC, are you listening?
We don't know. We don't know. I know. All of them listen to my program. I know. No, it will never. Okay, sir. Now we take them from there backstage, then we go see what we go do going forward. This is the mouth of the people. I be done the talk and try they say, men are the foot of state. Now I'm acting like the foot of state. I am the foot of state. I don't want nobody in office in a state house, but you see don't they for listen to me. Who say foot no they nothing no they waka. That's why if I die now, I have to regret. Okay, sir. So thanks for calling. Then we try for wrap up now, and because we don't take more than 2 hours on this program. Yes, sir. I think but you're not going to hear in response because of this headphone what they use.
I know the
Okay,
they
sir.
talk, sir.
You know be the what they talk?
No, no, I know the we get for find a better way for them, so we they get
Yeah, I think
both
so.
sides. Yeah, I know nothing.
Yeah, Mister, I think we done the reach out for roundup for today.
Yep. So
Now we say goodbye to the fumble them. This has been a heated discussion.
From your side, I want to say tata, and we will see next week by God power, and very soon.
And before you go, sir,
yeah,
we have a background, back room deal will be arranged. But are you ready for this week?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we talk on the end stage. You go tell me who's today, then you go come on, okay?
No problem. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sir. And Famul, I think say today don't be one of the most interesting discussions. So don't get a hold now, yeah. And we encourage you to do ya. Una subscribe to the channel. Una share them for we. Now we get more people coming on board. Now we create an international discussion about Sierra Leone. Everybody matter. Every opinion matter. Now we do this for we country. Put politics aside. Put tribalism aside. Now put regionalism and all the things they divide we aside. Now can begin talk to ourselves now. Now we know exactly what we believe so for do little country go before. If we reach there, una thank you, there, una subscribe to the channel, una share them, let people then get them, let people then understand say this thing they na, and we tell una thank you for coming to this night. Una good night.
Nyandebo gelu manjima we But somebody has in the love for we Papa tiji mukeni mia watu umia Lobe mwelu mama Ato atiloma ye Wato mangoti pe mamu ye Ato atiloma ye We are oh Ato atiloma ye Wato mangoti pe mamu ye Ato atiloma ye We are oh Sauna timungo we Kwe brawa tifwa ke timungo gai Sauna timungo we Kwe brawa tifwa ke timungo gai Pati koma ke agreement ilo mulwa Mwateni Pati koma ke agreement ilo mulwa ye Tonya Bidi bidi Ke inyamunga Ndewe amube pati ndejima we Jiva trouble bra Mwambia mwafila we Jiva kunde bra Mwambia mwalewe apini Mwauli dogo Amungili amwe
Donya mya ke bidi mya Melo waji mahante sauna mya manga woma Election time got to go jack to woman. Like a mad my band this shit in my little tinga. They are really good in young way. Yeah, I know way. Damn ya fika de ma walo hey. Tak when up on the young. Yeah, badi me. Donya badi me. Come on DJ nyamunga.
Ato atiloma ye Wato mangoti pe mamu ye Ato atiloma ye We are oh Ato atiloma ye Wato mangoti pe mamu ye Ato atiloma ye We are oh Sauna timungo we Kwe brawa tifwa ke timungo gai Sauna timungo we Kwe brawa tifwa ke timungo gai Pati koma ke agreement ilo mulwa Mwateni Pati koma ke agreement ilo mulwa ye Tonya Bidi Ke inyamunga Ndewe amube pati ndejima we Jiva trouble bra Mwambia mwafila we Jiva kunde bra Mwambia mwalewe apini Mwauli dogo Amungili amuyege nyali unkeda kwe amendelwe mbatelo Sawa kamoti milwe mbatela Kabale junior o SVPN Ubide enjoy Kabale junior o SVPN Tokwe otia o amuye Bele molele adopi keke de matela tijo. Bidi bidi na this last stand. Ato atiloma ye. Wato mangoti pie mamuye. Ato atiloma ye. We are oh. Ato atiloma ye. Wato mangoti pie mamuye. Ato atiloma ye.